G'day everyone. This is my first camping trip in a few months. Been a bit busy with work. This is only going to be an overnight trip, somewhere completely different. Normally I head to the south coast. This time I'm heading northwest. I'm heading for the Upper Murray River Valley area. This is the first trip that I've done since I've done a lot of modifications to the ute. You know, things like the 270-degree awning, the shower awning, fixed solar panel back on the roof again. The winch is on now. Rear suspension's been done. A lot of things have been done to the ute since my last camping trip, which was down to the Gardner River. This is, you know, even though this is only a one night trip, I'm gonna try and set the entire setup up, and that's just to see if there's any little things issues I need to iron out when I go camping again in a couple of weeks' time. This is just an easy getaway. It's not far from home. In a way, it's kind of a way to satisfy my craving to get out there camping. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on with it. Some camping spots are absolutely magical, and then some aren't, which is this spot where I am right now. So this is where I've camped, on the banks of the Murray River. This is what they call like the Upper Murray. You can see like a bushfire's been through probably in the last, I don't know, 12 months, 18 months or so. It's not a magical spot because really it doesn't do anything for me, but also because you can hear the constant drone of the mining conveyor belt, which is up this track probably about half a kilometre to a kilometre away. So there was another spot I wanted to go to, and I did go there first, and it was aesthetically a better spot than this, but it was a bit closer to the mining conveyor belt, so the noise was just so much more than what it is here. And I just thought, you know what, I'll go looking somewhere else, and I came to this spot and I was like, okay, this is pretty boring, it's got nothing really going for it, but at least the noise is a bit drowned out because you're further down the hill and probably another 300-400 meters away from the conveyor belt. Anyway, it's only for one night, I'll make do with it. I got here just in time because some other people were scouting for spots and they saw my setup and they drove off. I don't mind if people set up next to me, it doesn't bother me. So I'll get a fire going because I think this place is going to need the smoke to mitigate the midges. Anyway, I might go for a paddle up the river as well and hopefully not lose my paddle. Hey, it's an overnighter and I haven't done one for months. Can't complain. So it's not kind of bad kayaking on this part of the river. It's actually, you know, I'm used to the noise of the conveyor belt now. I can't even really notice it without thinking about it. And all I'm actually picking up now, mainly, is just the noise of the birds and just the noise of nature around here. Still wouldn't probably come back here to camp though. Because there's so much water in the river, especially up behind me, which is flowing from behind to, you know, in front of me, you can actually keep paddling further up river where probably normally you can't, be Snag City. But the current's pretty strong, and of course there's a lot of hidden logs and stuff, so I paddled a little bit up against the current and then I just went, yeah, that's enough, and I'm just floating down the river now with the current. The water looks pretty stagnant, but there is obviously an undercurrent. The sun's out, I'm warm at the moment, I really can't complain, and I've got a beer in the kayak with me, so what more can I ask for? Cheers, eh? What a cold night that was, and what a cold morning this is. The Bureau of Meteorology was saying it was going to be about 0 degrees, and I don't think they were that far off. No mobile phone reception out here, so I can't check my phone to see how cold it actually is. Oh, I should put that, there's that app I had on my phone years ago, and the phone tells you how cold or hot it is because it goes off the CPU. I should put that back on the phone. Anyway, so I'm just looking around for firewood, get our fire going again this morning. Last night that fire was the best thing ever. It certainly kept us up long enough. Without it we would have probably hit the hay pretty quickly. Got cold very quickly last night, and even laying in bed with the sleeping bag and the blanket and the sheet and all that sort of thing, and I had about 3 or 4 layers of clothes on, still freaking bloody cold. My feet are a bit numb, my hands are numb. Yeah, I still ain't coming back here again. Yep, that was the Upper Murray River, just out on the Quindanning-Harvey Road. Easy to get to, plenty of spots to choose from to set up your camp. The river was a bit yucky, I wouldn't have gone for a swim in it. But you know, it was good to get away for a night and put the rooftop tent up. So obviously I went camping with a few friends, and for one of them it was their first time camping, and I really wanted to make sure that this person had a great time, and they all said that I had a great time, so I don't feel so bad now picking that spot. The noise of the conveyor belt, you know, obviously a bit louder during the night because there's no other noise around. Like I said, I wouldn't go back to that spot on the Upper Murray again. There's a lot better places to go camping that's free. So now I'm just looking forward to getting away again for a couple of nights in about 2 weeks time. And then I think after that I'll try and get back out to places along the south coast. I think, you know, when I first started doing this camping, I never really considered the south coast as somewhere to go camping. And then after doing about, well, how many have I done? I think four camp spots, or 3 or 4 camp spots along the south coast. I kind of feel like that is my little favourite spot to go to. But anyway, thanks very much for viewing, everyone, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.